beginning, all the creatures came out of the spring on Mount Shasta. Human had no voice, so Salmon gave her voice to Human. In return, Human promised to speak for Salmon. Since that time, the Winnemem Wintu people lived on the river now called McCloud in Northern California, and they remembered the promise made to their salmon relatives. In 1872, a hatchery was established on the McCloud. Chinook salmon eggs were sent around the world, including to New Zealand. Extermination and removal were the policy toward California tribes, but the hatchery offered a measure of protection for the Winnemem. Times were hard, but they still had their river and their salmon. But when the Shasta Dam was completed in 1945, everything changed. The people were forced to move as the rising waters flooded their homes, and the salmon were blocked from running up the river. The loss of homes, ceremonial places, and their salmon has taken a heavy toll on the Winnemem people. But after learning that their salmon relatives are alive and well in the rivers of New Zealand's South Island, the tribe has embarked on a historic journey to bring their salmon home.
It is kind of an incredible kind of a day because, you know, at home we're sitting in Bear Mountain and talking about going to New Zealand or going to the fire, and we're still planning and praying that it'll happen. We don't know how it'll happen, but somehow it's going to come about.
We made it. We made it. We're here. The first marae, when we arrived, I think it probably was more surreal than any other feeling. Just that we were here and they're welcoming us to their sacred house.
So we welcome you here, and we give you our greetings from we, the tangata whenua of the Waitaha people, Ngāti Moamoi people, and Ngaitahu people. That peace and goodwill may prevail amongst us all.
We stand here on your sacred ground with your sacred ancestors and ask your permission to be able to do a ceremony, to be able to talk in the way that our fish who are living here in your waters understand.
Winnemem Wintu, whakatau mai.
He hono he, e karoria, mauna rono ki te whenua. Te atua, te perina,
And now we have more people here than I thought we could bring. And this place, this grounds right here. Yeah, this might be the best spot.
Okay. That's rainbows. That one's prickly. Glass right there.
Yeah, we're going to use the rocks. Just pop them up and we'll stack them. Oh, snap. I couldn't imagine what it would be for us, But it's beautiful. It's the best place. It's right on the river. And it was made easy. That the Maori had looked at it prior to us getting here and felt it too, that this is the best place. And so now, as these guys are getting dressed and getting ready, it's kind of like you're still in that dream state where you think, is that real? Are we really going to do this right now?
Well, the salmon is why we're here in the first place. The salmon are our relations who we have devoted our lives to speaking up for.
There it goes.
These are the salmon that my grandparents would have seen in the same fashion, looking up and down, watching them, decide which one was the best one to take. It escapes me that we're in New Zealand most of the time.
The best of our records indicate that the fish came from the Sacramento River around 1900. So they would have come over as probably eyed eggs, which is unhatched eggs, and they would have been brought over on a ship, and they would have been put into water when they got here, fertilised and released into the headwaters of our rivers.
That's a good sign that they did the little dance right here. It's like the time's right. We're here at the right time. Seems like a long, long time, but everything's starting to happen where, even the U.S. fisheries understands that they have to change to bring the salmon back into acceptable numbers.
We are here speaking up for the salmon because that is our belief, and that's what salmon has done for us. They've given us our voice when they used to have their own voice, and we have to speak up for them, and traveling across the world to do that is a real serious thing, and that's how much dedication we have shown to the salmon to help them try to come home, to help the salmon that are here in this river to come back to our river in the McCloud, which is, they have been greatly missed.
My heart is really, I wish Grams were here. My dad and Aunt Maud and everybody. Because even though we see salmon on the Sacramento River, we don't really know which ones were going to be the McCloud River salmon. But we know that these guys are. These are the ones that will come. And they'll go all the way to the falls if we let them.
Everyone was there on the shore, and everyone had their little buckets, and they were down there, and they were releasing those little salmon and releasing them into the river there. And I just kind of stood back for a minute and watched as everybody was letting their salmon go into the water. And it was a real powerful thing that went on. It was a good thing that everybody got a chance to do it, and everybody got a chance to let some of those little salmon into the water and release them back.
Letting the fish go. That was hard. Because it was like getting to see somebody for the first time and then having to let them go. I thought about Granny and all the people that got to see them come and go. And then I thought about my mom and how me and my brother and all my cousins never got to see them come up the river. So it was hard for me to let them go and see them swim away.
I grew up with salmon. All my life we caught salmon, ate salmon. I love salmon. It's part of our tradition, one of our staple foods. We're salmon people. I thought it was pretty important that I go and get over my fear of flying, to get over there to see them dance and sing and have that ceremony for them. So that they know that we still want them back here.
It's an incredible time right now. The sun's out and it's beautiful. Here we are, getting ready to put our footprints down on this ground. This is a sacred area for the Maori. They have cleared that for us with their ancestors, and so it's been handed over to do this ceremony, and I feel really, really strong about that. Everything will be good. That the salmon will hear us and understand why we're here, and that's going to change our world back. Bring it back to what it was.
This was something really special because you could feel the power behind it and what they were trying to do. And you became part of it. Well, you weren't an outsider looking in, you were actually part of it. And that was really, really awesome. It's the only word I can think of. It's awesome.
When I was dancing, I could feel it. Everyone, the singers were singing loud, the drummer was drumming hard, and everyone was around me just yelling, like hollering, war cry, and then I could just feel it, like in my body. It just got light. So when I was dancing, I felt really good. You could just feel it. It felt powerful. And then I put my hand to the mountain and prayed for the salmon. We're here for these salmon. Let them make their way back home. And I prayed to the river and I prayed to the fire and give me strength to help me do this. And we continue being like this strong. And then after one of the dances, both of my hands started tingling. And I went up to Kathleen and asked her, what is this feeling? She said, they were helping you. They were giving you that strength through your hands because that's how you were praying.
Mother Earth is out of balance. Many things in Mother Earth have been contaminated, blocked up, locked away, destroyed. It has to change if Mother Earth is going to heal. The tribal people, the Indian people around the world, are going to have to bring back that heart of the warriors. We have carried out this prayer. We have carried out the message from the mountain, and whatever the message was, reached the Maori people to the point that they could also hear it. And they must have known that it had to be done. And it's been done in a great way, a wonderful way. We have new family that we love and care for. You have helped us to complete the beginning foundation of our fish return, to dance for our salmon, to reconnect our young people with that relative that is in our blood, and to reintroduce those little fry into our rivers will be in the next steps, the next things that we're going to do.